Hey guys, how's it going? You know why I'm here, don't you? It's the same. If you're subscribed to a bunch of other Yugi-tubers, we're all making the same video. I'm sorry for flooding your inbox with the same exact video from different people, but as a Yugi-tuber, you must understand we're contractually obligated to react to the ban list. If we don't, we'll receive fines, penalties, possibly even jail time. Not to mention a million comments asking us if we've seen the ban list, when it is our job to know the ban list. But anyway, so let's just go through here. So, September 18, 2017, newly forbidden stuff that you can no longer do. Dynamite Knight, the true Draco fighter. An interesting choice. I'll let you know right now, they didn't hit Masterpiece or Dragonic Diagram, instead they hit this guy. Which, I guess to be fair, he does search stuff, but I don't know anyone who's like, oh man, the true Dracos, they would be completely ruined if they lost Dynamite Fighter. They're just, meh, I don't know, we'll have to see. Also, the most confusing thing on this list, fucking Grand Soil, the Elemental Lord. I don't know if there's some cheesy OTK that I missed, or if dinosaurs were like, teching Grand Soil in to great effect. I've never seen anyone use Grand Soil in years. Ever since it was released. This thing is not all that great. You can only summon it by having exactly 5 Earth monsters in your graveyard. No more, no less. I don't know, that seems like a preemptive hit. Maybe something happened. Someone can tell me. I'm just supremely confused. And they hit him and none of the other Elemental Lords. So, there's one for each element. Let's see, going down, we've got True King Lithosagim, the Disaster. So, I don't think anyone was really, like, harping on the True Kings. I mean, they're good with the dinosaurs, I guess with the Zodiac killed. Which, yes, Zodiac have been killed. They got, Broad Bull and Trident, both forbidden. As well as Digusto Emerald, which was not a Zodiac, but it was used in the Zodiac combos. So I guess they just felt the need to kill it anyway. Can't be shuffling things into your deck and drawing a single card. Yeah, that seems like a weird hit, but I guess they had to hit it. But yeah, with those gone, I guess they thought the dinosaurs, so this is a preemptive one. Which kind of sucks. I think this could have been at 1. It could have still worked, but whatever. Denlong, first of the Yang Zing, just because it searches that counter trap. And you don't want to take away the Yang Zing counter trap. They need that. But a lot of people were just, like, summoning this out, again, especially in dinosaurs. They'd summon out a Dangalong just to get their one-of counter trap so they could start the game with a negation to just stop things. So I guess that's for the best. And yeah, even, you have to ban this. Most people just play it at 1 anyway. It's the only Synchro monster on here now. All the other Synchro monsters have left. And yeah, that's it for Forbidden. They pretty much just they finished off Zodiacs, and then they put some other weird things to stop dinosaurs and True Kings. So going to Limited, cards that are only at 1. You got Ignis Heat, the true Draco Warrior, again. They're going after the Draco Warriors instead of the big boss monster. Which, granted, with this at 1 and Dynamite at 0, I'm wondering if they'll even have enough Draco stuff to get the engine going, or if we're just gonna see it like, back during Cleehorp format, or the format that had Cliffhorts in it. There was a lot of these decks that were just sort of like Towers Turbo. Like, I think we're just gonna see Masterpiece Turbo, and it's just gonna be even suckier, because it's gonna be nothing but draw, get Masterpiece, go. Because they took out the rest of the deck, but kept Masterpiece. Miscellaneousaurus, probably a good call. Makes all the dinosaurs immune to things and summons from the graveyard. If you're going to hit dinosaurs, I think that's probably the better one. Either that or Soul Devouring, but Miscellaneousaurus, I'm fine with that. Ratpier to 1, just in case. Just in case you thought that they weren't dead enough without Trident and Broad Bull, there you go. Although, you know what, I think with them as destroyed as they are, I finally feel safe making a Zodiac What-A deck, so maybe not anytime soon, because we've got a whole bunch of new decks coming out that I really want to try, but I'll probably get to that before too long. The only thing I'm upset about on this ban list, Dark Hole to 1, which seems weird that you put Dark Hole and Raigeki on the same tier. They're both at 1. Especially because a lot of my decks were like 2 Dark Holes, 1 Raigeki. In fact, there's a deck coming out this weekend, is the the Goki what a deck, and I play 2 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, so now I'll have to look forward to everyone being like, oh, you're now Dark Holes at 1. Like, yes, I know. I filmed it a few days ago. Before Dark Hole was at 1. Gateway of the Six back at 1. That's exciting for 6 Samurai players. I'll definitely have to look at the new Shadow 6 Samurai stuff. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber at 1. Pretty good. I guess that's the new Triumvirate of Destruction. Kaiju Slumber, Dark Hole, and Raigeki. Although with this you have to play Kaijus. You can't play it without Kaijus, so that kind of sucks. I would have preferred just to see this banned and keep the Dark Hole, but whatever. And, oh, in True King's Return, they hit the True King trap, but just one of them, just the one that lets them special summon. So again, kind of like limiting the True King's ability to... They're getting rid of the framework around Masterpiece. Again, it's really weird, like, why limit 2 cards and ban 1 when you could just ban Masterpiece and it would do essentially the same thing if you're really trying to stop True Kings. I would like to see a True King deck that just works on recycling the spell traps and using the smaller monsters instead of just Masterpiece Turbo. But instead, we're getting the opposite. We're getting probably just pure Masterpiece Turbo without the rest of the True King engine there to support it. Semi-limited. There's a lot of stuff that's semi-limited now. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Very interesting. Good support for Chaos. With him and Chaos Sorcerers at 3 now. So, probably going to see a lot more Chaos deck, especially with Twilight Sworn. Especially since, I'll just skip down here, Charge of the Light Brigade is at 3 again. So, nothing really hurting Light Sworns whatsoever there. Luster Pendulum and Mathematician, both semi-limited, so good news for Pendulums. Mathematician's always fun. I like Mathematician. He's a nice... It's good to give up your normal summon to dump 1 monster into the graveyard. Bryonic and TG Hyper Librarian, both to 2. Which I guess because with Link format, they're assuming Synchro Spam's not going to be as much of a problem. You're not going to be able to Hyper Librarian and then make a whole bunch of other things. Brain Control, which got an errata. That went from 1 to 2. Burial from a Different Dimension. Surprised to see them doing that. I guess because they're not using grass, they had to give something for the, what are they called? Infernoids? Or the zombies, the Shiranuis. That'll be good luck for both of them. And now that it's at 2, I'll be more likely to tech it into my decks. El Shaddoll Fusion, hey, good for you Shaddoll players. Maybe they'll bring what's her name back. Preparations of Rites, again, kind of a little bit of a hint that maybe on the next ban list we'll see some Necros coming off. Although still no Maltark, still no Insectors. Those are the things I want to see come off the ban list. And then finally, no longer on the list whatsoever, Debris Dragon, Honest, so I hope you like getting honested a lot, Rescue Cat, which got its errata before, and Rescue Rabbit, they were both limited, now they're both off, so now you can legit make, with Rescue Cat, Rescue Rabbit, and Rescue Ferret, you can make a legit rescue deck. I'm not sure what that would do, but I might have to check that out. It'll be really adorable, I tell you what. Summoner Monk, glad to see him finally come off the list. I always wanted to play 3 Summoner Monk. Witch of the Black Forest also got its errata, kind of like Sangan. So now that you got 3 Witch of the Black Forest, 3 Sangan, you can finally make Sane Witch Turbo, if you want to do that. Charge of the Light Brigade, I already mentioned. And then Dragon Ravine and Wavering Eyes, which Dragon Ravine didn't really need to be on the list anymore. It's not all that great. Drag Unities aren't all that great. Dragons in general. So that'll be good help, especially, like, you know, I had that 60-card Dragon deck, I had the Felgrand deck. Both of those will get more powerful with Dragon Ravine at 3. And Wavering Eyes, it's weird. It's not often you see something go completely from Forbidden to just at 3, unless it's been like a Raddit or something like that. So that'll be a big boost to Pendulum players. Once again, Pendulum Magician's probably the only Pendulum deck that's still pretty dominant. Gonna see a lot of play with those, I'm sure. So there you go. Those are my thoughts. Mostly I'm just reading the list off for you. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully, I mean, now you know. But overall, if I had to rate this list, 8 out of 10. Pretty good. I'm happy with most of the things. I'm confused with Grand Soil. I don't like that Dark Hole is gone. But everything else is good. It's good to see them take a whole bunch of stuff off the list completely while they're putting a whole bunch of stuff on it. So yeah. See ya.